Well, salutations, kindred spirits. Hey, and welcome back to another weekly Wednesday magic lesson. So dig it, I think we've been going kind of hard the last few weeks, right? With challenging coin work, tricky rope stuff, sleight of hand with cards. I figured in this episode we could dial it down to zero. Yeah, we're gonna do a self-working, an impromptu self-working card trick. This is a great trick. Like most great card tricks, it can be done with a borrowed deck. So a borrowed shuffled deck. I'm going to take out two cards as predictions. Note that I'm not rearranging the order of this deck. I'm just taking out two prediction cards. If I had friends here, but I don't have friends here. If I had friends here, I'd give them the deck to do this, but since there's no one here, I'm just going to deal. But no, anybody could do the dealing. And whenever you want, you just have your friends stop. So they deal until they feel like stopping. That's where the prediction card goes back into the deck. And this can be repeated with your same friend or with a different friend. They deal through the deck again, as in before, until they want to stop, and bing, bada, boom, your work is done. I don't know why I just snapped like that does anything. It's, as I said, the work is done. All that's left is the denouement. Yeah, next to the blackjack is one card. There are two blackjacks in every deck, and what do you know, Joe? That's the other one. That's right. Mates, two blackjacks. You don't suppose, what are the odds next to that black 8? You could have stopped anywhere. Shuffle deck. What do you want? That's a great impromptu card trick. The wonderful Al Baker's creation, Twin Souls. Or actually, more correctly, the Carl Folves version of Al Baker's Twin Souls. Yeah, this is, let's get the credits. Let's go. We're going into the explanation here. This was originally published, to the best of my knowledge, by Al Baker in the Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, though it might have been in one of Al's smaller manuscripts prior to that. His version uses written predictions. You can do that. It's fine. It's a great version. So if you can find that Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, look that up. This is the version from Carl Folves' More Self-Working Card Tricks. Folves published several self-working books in the Dover line of publications. They're reasonably inexpensive and worth your attention. So if you're like a noob looking for some easy stuff, get those Carl Folves self-working books. They'll give you some good material. There's some other versions of this trick I want to mention, but let's get this one out of the way. So, as noted, it's a borrowed shuffled deck. So it's always wonderful when you don't have to be concerned about any stacks or things for a trick, and that's the way this one starts. You do have to do one little secret thing as you start the trick, and that is look at the bottom card and look at the top card. That's your secret stuff. And this is going to be easily done as you claim the deck to take out two predictions. Well, guess what the predictions are? They're the mates to that top card and the bottom card. So what I do is just as I take the deck back, I just use my fingers to pull back the back card so I get that view. And now I know I'm looking for a black 7 and a black 9. You don't have to remember the suits, just the color. Black 7, black 9. So as I go through the deck, those are the cards I take out, and I do point out that I do not rearrange the order of the deck. So our first prediction is going to go back, the one that matches the face card of the deck. It goes back as your friend deals till they say stop. So give your friend the deck, let them deal cards one at a time. They have to deal one at a time because that's the black 9, right? That's important. You're looking for the 9 and the 7. So that one goes down first, but they don't know that. And they continue dealing until they feel like stopping. Wherever they stop, that's where the card goes back. And then you have them drop the entire rest of the deck on top. And look what that does. It puts it's a key card placement. That's the technical term for this. It's a key card placement of the mate next to the other mate. And because we started dealing that top card, we're now in the exact same situation to repeat the process with spectator number 2. So, or the same spectator if you want. They deal through until they feel like stopping. That's where the card goes back. And as noted, with the snap, because you got to get that in, all that's left is the denouement. And I spread left to right, so I'm going to take the cards to the right. And that'll be the matching 7 and the matching 9. And that's the Carl Folves handling of Al Baker's Twin Souls. May it serve you well. As noted, there are some other versions of this trick. There's some wonderful marketed versions that might be worth owning. So you want to look up kaleidoscope cards. It's a wonderful routine where all the backs of the cards are different. so the backs match as well as the faces when you get the mates. And then the faces of the cards are all a one-way same deck, like maybe all jokers or all aces. So now it packs a bigger punch. It's an effect that builds upon itself. Kaleidoscope cards, or perhaps you could look up Leonard Green's Stolen Cards, which is basically the same effect. It's a little different. He has a unique presentation, and the cards you get with that are quite unique. So Leonard Green's Stolen Cards. And the last one I want to mention is not really the same effect, but it's kind of the same. This is a Daryl routine called Untouched. This is a great trick where you don't even touch the pack. It uses similar principles, and I'm not going to say more about it. If you want to find a miracle, a self-working, hands-off miracle, do yourself a favor and research Daryl, D-A-R-Y-L, and his untouched effect. So there's some things for you to look into and a good, easy trick for you to get started with. I hope you find that information useful. And hey, that's going to bring us to the end of this weekly Wednesday magic lesson. As always, I thank y'all for spending your time with me. Greatly appreciate the energy, and that's going to do it. So ciao for now. I'll see you on the next video.